Alright, so this is not sponsored. I wish it was. I'd like to make some money off this. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am your host, the most famous YouTuber in the world that no one has ever heard of. Okay, welcome back everybody. Today is the day. We've got a couple of milestone events coming up. We're going to fire that up for the first time. And we are right around at 10,000 subscribers. As I'm filming this, we're at 9,500 and something. I'm hoping that by the time this video comes out, we'll be at 10,000 subscribers, and that's kind of a cool thing. And before we can fire this up, what I've done is, because it sat so long, I've taken the plugs out. I've squirted some oil on each of the cylinders, and that'll help with the suck, because this when they sit, the oil drops away from the rings. Let's see if I can explain this properly. The rings aren't seated, right? Because we just put them in. So there's a lot of blow by past the rings, all the little micro bumps and everything in the metal. So what I've done is I've added oil to each cylinder to seal up those little gaps. Now, if we had fired this up when we first put it in, it wouldn't have been an issue, because it would still have the oil from when I assembled it. But this has sat for several weeks, and I know it ain't gonna go unless we do that. And when we do that, we're gonna fill this garage full of blue smoke like you have never seen in your life. So that's gonna be fun. The other problem we've run into, and the reason that I'm filming this on my cell phone, is that's dead. So I got to take that out. I got a new one. We're going to throw that in. My big camera and the big tripod won't fit in here, so in order for me to show you that, I needed the cell phone. So right now we're in, the e-brake's on, we're in neutral. Okay, the engine's all set to go. Gas line is attached. Gas line is on. The throttle line linkage is on. The mixture knob linkage is on. I have a jack under this wheel. And even though the brake is on and I know that I can trust it, it's a good idea to jack up the back end. Just one wheel is all you need in these, because this will spin and that won't. So on the odd chance that the e-brake lever pops forward or whatever, it won't go through the back wall. Alright, so let me get that battery changed. I had it, even with the battery charger, it's dead. Let me get that changed. I don't think anybody needs instructions on how to change a battery. It's this nut gets loosened up, this comes off like that. That one, same thing. Pull the battery out, put the new battery in, hook it back up. Easy. I think you can do it. We'll get back to you. It's going to be, what's that show? What was it, The Dating Game? Where we'll be back in 2 and 2?
Hear everything that happened on that date. We'll do it in 2 and 2. Be right back.
Okay, new battery is in. That there so it can't fall. Anything that falls ain't going to go all the way to the floor. Okay, I think we're ready to try to start this. Let's see what happens. Will it run? I don't know. I don't know. But I've been told. I don't know how that goes. Okay, key on, I hope. It's a little flaky. Choke. And no, it looks like the ignition's working. We ain't got no suck. What's on? Let's see what's going on. Well, I guess we're going to pull a plug and find out what's going on. Find out if we have spark. This is a cranky thing. Let's try it again. Okay, we're not getting gas. Let's try it again anyway. Almost. Okay. I think our gas went bad. Now that we've worn the battery down, charger back on it. Okay, let's let that charge up. While we're doing that, let's address the gas situation. Now, the gas tank in this thing is under the seat. So let me take this out of the way. Okay, here we go. Gas tank. I know it's full. It's got about 7 gallons in it. I checked it yesterday. But it doesn't smell good. I don't know how long it's been in there. I know it's been in the garage here for, let's see, 5 months. So let's fix that. Alright, so this is not sponsored. I wish it was. I'd like to make some money off this. But this is the stuff that I put in the generator in the camper. If I can find that video, I'll put a link in the description, screenshot or something, but I put this in the generator of the camper. It wouldn't run. The gas was like 5 years old. I put that in it and it ran, and then it ran better and better and better and better and better. The only downside of this is the ghost that makes it move. No, the only downside of this is it doesn't last months. It'll get you going again, and then you got to put fresh gas in. So I found that out also with the same camper. I went out there 3-4 months later, and the gas was bad again. That had I don't know if it evaporated or what, but I had to put another a can of this in, and then it ran fine again. So we're going to put this in here. This can does 20 gallons. We've got 7 in there, so we'll put a little bit in the tank. And then I think what I'm going to do is drain that out until I smell the new stuff, or at least estimate how much that line holds in the bowl of the carburetor. So I'm gonna get this mixed and then get it to the carburetor, and then we will try attempt number 2 for starting the car. It's gonna take a long time to get that battery charged back up anyway, and it's brand new. I don't want to ruin it. So let me get this in the tank. Get the line bled, go take a nap, and then come back and we'll try again. Alright, bad news, folks. There's no fuel going to the carburetor. None. So I went back and, you're going to see this upside down, I think, if at all. But I went back, and you see that? Right in the center of the screen, you're looking down the fuel line. Upside down, of course. There's a petcock at the bottom. There's a little valve on the side. I will put a picture on the screen so you can see what I'm talking about. But I opened the drain on the what we call it a potato in this corner of the country. So that little potato thing on there is completely full of dirt, and I have to take it off, which means I have to drain the tank. And while we're at it, we might as well clean out the fuel line or replace it, one, the other, or both. And that means I am not going to have time today to make that run. I think we did hear it cough once off the, I sprayed brake cleaner in the first hole and it popped off. So we do have all the components that are needed to run except fuel. So I think that's going to be it for this video. Unfortunately, I am going to go contact the customer, let him know what we're up against, and get the okay to suck that tank dry and quite possibly take it out, depending on how well I can get that potato off the bottom. But it needs to be cleaned one way or another, because there ain't no fuel going through all that dirt. You never know I drove this in. You really, I'm amazed. It like limped in here on its last leg. It's like, oh, I can drive, I can test drive. Oh, let's go for a driving lesson. This is so much fun. Rolls into the garage and just dead. We haven't even gotten to the oil-filled radiator yet. And now the fuel system. All right, hit the subscribe button. Throw a comment down below. How do you think this project's going? Hit the like button if you like it, and I'll see you in the next one. Man, we just can't catch a break with this thing.